Hey gang, everyone here. Welcome on back to the Cade and Mission 40, the final regular mission in Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden is about to get underway. From here, if we can make it through this last one, we hit the end game, which will compose of as many, potentially, as 3 missions, but it will all depend on what a couple of criteria that we will meet and be determined at the end of this mission first. So I don't want to write it off one way or the other. But what we ended up doing in the last mission was we picked up a couple of new units. The biggest one we got is called the Black Alley. It's basically a souped up version of the Zabungle. And it is Elshay's mech, and as you can see, we decked it out quite a bit. Something else we did that I realized we hadn't done really since the beginning is we bulked out Daitarn 3, which we're definitely going to need for this mission. But originally, prior to this, he only had one spot open or taken in the first 4 categories. I pumped a bunch into limit, but nothing for HP, energy, speed, or armor. I've remedied that, so now he should be a lot beefier and able to withstand a lot more damage. Not that I was ever really in danger of losing him to begin with, but with what we're going to be taking on in this one, we need Daitarn to be a lot more effective. We didn't do a whole lot in the way of boosting up weapons for our characters. We seem to be doing pretty well right now. The only other things I did is I used the majority of the blue stones that we got in that last fight to pick up parts. Specifically, I got what are called Minovsky Craft. And Minovsky Craft allow mechs to fly, and I put them on stuff like the rest of the Gundam one. So now Sandrock can fly, Altron can fly, Heavy Arms can fly. So if I need to deploy the entire wing in this fight, they'll all be able to move a lot better now because they won't be limited just being stuck on the ground. So with all of that out of the way, let's get cracking. I was looking back on all of our stuff and I realized that I started this game back before Christmas. And now we're almost to St. Patrick's Day. And we're only wrapping up now. This is one of the longer playthroughs I've ever done. So we have Uruz and Magus. Sanger will make contact with the irregulars soon. That will mark their end. Will he be alright? Since being in contact with Man, the personality that should have been deleted has been resurfacing. After he defeats the irregulars and returns to the Earth Cradle, he will be given readjustments. And if he doesn't defeat them, Sanger is just one component of the mobile weapon Thrudgelmir. If that happens, he will simply be scrapped. So that gives me the belief that we are going to be fighting Sanger and whatever the Thrudgelmir is. With Exploit having fallen, our remaining enemies of the Dinosaur Empire are the Ancestors. As the analysis of the data related to the Ancestors has been finished, Garrus and others say it'll take a little more time. What about the Dinosaur Empire? Since the Shingetter incident, they haven't shown any definitive signs of movement. Next time they show up, they'll probably send everything they got for an all-out assault. There's still Khamen Khamen, whom we made contact with on the moon. What is he trying to do, anyway? He seems to want to get a hold of our mech's energy sources. So it looks like this will wrap up the Brygar storyline. Before J9 joined forces with the Prevention, I acquired information that Khamen held a secret meeting with Jose Silva Valencia of the Federation Space Development Bureau. I do recall Garrison mentioning that. Jose Silva was placed in charge of redevelopment of the solar system's inner planets after the Balmer War, and the one he put the most effort into redeveloping was Jupiter. He was developing a gas giant. Jupiter's helium is a valuable resource for the Earth sphere. As everybody wants to be able to target this like this. They've been second humor, though. I haven't been able to do that in a long time. Okay, so Khamen caught wind of this, and to get a chance to go to Jupiter himself, he offered Jose Silva the Nubia's Connections forces. First time we ran into Khamen, he was on his way to Jupiter. Chico Valencia, so she is Jose Silva's daughter. The Great Adam Plan. Adam is the name of the sun god in ancient Egypt. His followers' philosophy was that after the destruction comes eternal creation. He wants to steal our mech's energy to blow up the Earth. After Khamen went to Jupiter, what has he been doing between then and now? The Great Adam Plan, somewhere between those worlds and our machine's energy sources, somewhere therein, it's Khamen's true motive. We got company. Readings of an object approaching our ship from high altitude. The enemy is Khamen's flagship. Here he comes. Speak of the devil. So it's a good thing I invested a little bit into Bry-Thunder as well, because it looks like we're going to be deploying it as part of this fight. And I did basically the same thing I did with Daitarn. I upped all of its primary stats because I hadn't got around, because I haven't used it in a while. Now that I have Mazakaiser and Shin Getter and souped up Gundams and everything else, that becomes the problem in this game. You have so much stuff at your disposal, and you're only allowed to bring so much stuff onto the board each time. Stuff gets left by the wayside. So, the victory condition is we simply wipe out all the enemies. The defeat condition is the flagship gets destroyed and all allies get destroyed. So there's Bry-Thunder. We're going to bring out the Soleil again, because like we did the last time, Diana's ability to bolster the willpower of 4 mechs at the same time, that's nice. So we definitely want Daitarn, we want Combattler and Voltage, Shin Getter's going out, Black Alley's going out, Maz and Kaiser, want Great Mazinger. I think this time I want to bring out everybody in the Gundam wing. So that means Death Scythe. I could bring out Sandrock. I haven't used Dan Cougar in a while either. Let's use him. Actually, I'm going to wait on Sandrock only because if we're going to be bringing out more stuff, having Garrett and the Double X is going to be really handy. Because I have to remember I need stuff that has map attacks as well. I could bring out the Zabungle with the full armor. That could be helpful. Definitely want to turn A with the Moonlight Butterfly. Zeta Gun with the Wave Rider Assault. That was good to have last time. And I think if I remember right, I gave Amuro the Harrow, so that'll be good to utilize him. Alright, who do I want to bring out last is the question. We'll use Radine. Because again, Radine is an excellent support mech, as well as being able to attack on its own. I can create dozens of planets easily the size of the Earth. Dozens of them? See, nuts? Yes, quite. And that never works. Save for your dreams, buddy. There's a plot to break Jupiter into 36 Dyson spheres. I Idea was to solve overpopulation, gain a new energy source. Earth Cradle was involved with the Nubia connection, so they completed it after the DC's construction on it should have stopped. So they're going to keep monologuing about what this big grand plan was, but the Mega System and machine cells running have gone out of control. Because of that, we had to abandon the Earth Cradle. The Mega System's out of control, you said. Second plan is my choice. Earth Cradle was insurance, nothing more. So we went into hibernation after we did the time jump. For the reckless endangerment of the solar system, you will pay. So we've reached the end of our journey.
今まで我々はコネクションの悪事の裏でなく多くの人々を救うことで事足りたが今度は違う標的は一つ仮面仮面やったろうじゃんこの
So Garrison is aboard the Daitarn. This is no ordinary enemy we face, so we shall be assisting. We. So Rake is on board, Topo is on board. So Banjo has 4 co-pilots for this fight. And they're all decked out. So between the 4 of them, we should be able to do a whole heap and heck of a lot of stuff. Okay, so I want to turn him into the Wave Rider. And let's get moving. See, this is the advantage of giving somebody like Amuro the Harrow. Originally, before he could move maybe this far, now he can go all the way out here. It's ridiculous how far he can move now. And being a new type, he should be able to have insane dodge ability. Now, those Hornets traditionally, it's not that they do a ton of damage, it's just that if they can hit you for a lot, it can really wear you down. And as usual, I want Accelerate for the Chodenji brothers, so they don't lag behind. Actually, what I want to do is I want to put her here. Put Wing Zero there. Put Getter here. And put the Soleil in between them. That way I can have Diana use her ability to up their willpower right away. I'll have Great Master run guard on them, and that will do it. Alright, I'll turn the animation off for these ones because we're just going to rip through these guys. Yeah, they're not very strong. It's just that there's an entire swarm of them. Ooh, I didn't want to use the Hyper Mega Launcher right away. That's not what I wanted. I was fine with a beam rifle. So Camille goes up another level. And because he's almost a guaranteed 0 at this point, these Hornets can keep flying at him. And if they're in range, he can keep picking them off. I won't even have to worry about using a map attack right away. But like the last fight, I have to be sparing in my allocation of skill points, because I know it's going to be a long slog dealing with Khamen once I get through these first batch of guys. Something's weird. Last time we fought this guy, he brought more guys along. Exactly. He hardly has the firepower to take all of our machines. Must be up to something to keep your eyes open. 100%. Now that the center group is clearing out, it gives me a thought that I may want to make sure I go wide in case he wants to launch a map attack. But being able to use our low-grade weapons to pare these guys down, I'm good with that. I'll have Amuro come up and assist with this one. Ooh, that wasn't enough to take that one out. I thought it would be. Can we accelerate? Yes, we can. Alright, I've rating go that way. And Duo can reach him from here with a sickle. Sweet. He's got more than enough power in that thing to knock these guys out. Alright, let's move everybody else up. Bring them over this way. Talk amongst yourselves. This will take a quick second. There we go. We'll keep the Soleil out of line of fire. Okay. Yeah, you can try and hit Amuro from there, Khamen, but you're not going to be good enough. But I'm not worried about these guys doing damage to Great. If anything, they'll do 10. Still 91% hit. Yeah, 10 points. We're good. Meanwhile, Great Master can keep just slinging that great boomerang at him. Splitting them in two. And he doesn't need support on these. Alright, that's 10 down. Apologize for the slight hiccups on my computer here. I'm able to have this game run at 30 frames per second, but the video is coming in at 60, so... I don't need to worry about raiding, doing support, and taking damage, because I can just keep picking these guys off. I'll have one more Hornet to deal with, and then it's straight on to start taking down Khamen. I don't want him lagging behind. Chain Knuckle will bring that last Hornet down. Goodbye! And you still can't hit me. Alright, I'll have Radiant come over and support them. 23% to hit him. Ooh, that did land. And it was a critical. Ooh! Wow! Okay. Duly noted. But he's already down to 30 energy. So he can't utilize any other attacks outside of what he's already done, because he used the Light of Nubia too many times. Which tells me this is going to be way too easy to carve him up. So we're going to have to deal with him again. But I should take full advantage now and start beating on him enough. missed with the machine guns. That's fine. Alright, let's go back to Die Fighter and bring him a little bit closer. Bring up the rest of the gang. Don't leave Black Alley sitting back here. Or Bry-Thunder. Keep the Soleil off to the side. Everybody's here. Okay, next. I don't think the machine gun's going to do that much damage. And Duo took it. Now we can go to town on it. Whoop. Yeah, that's what I want. That's also what I want. I want Getter right here so we can start utilizing the Getter beam. Building up that willpower, wearing them down, and then once we can start utilizing the Stoner Sunshine and the Shine Spark, then we can start really having fun. Especially because we're going to need it for the back half of this fight. I'll wait on using the multi-shot. I'll do the same thing holding off on the fin funnel and Amuro's more advanced weaponry. Because you can't hit him anyway. Let's see if we can unlock Dan Cougar's more advanced stuff, because we still haven't done that yet either. Goes up a level. That's what I want from Hiyoshi. Send the Chodenji top his way. Same thing with Combattler. So this time we use the yo-yo. Have Camille get his hit in. Same thing with Duo. Great Messenger involved. Alright, let's have Brygar come in and finish him off. $18.55.
Khamen Khamen. 貴様の思い通りにはさせん。ボーイ、強行突破だ。合点だ。
I can't see the name Bowie now and not see videos that I catch on YouTube every once in a while of a guy who's an Uber driver in Colorado, and he has his dog as his co-pilot named Bowie. And it's usually videos where like drunk college kids will get in and see him and absolutely lose their ever-loving minds. Like, oh my god, he's a dog and he's so cute! And Bowie hams it up, but I mean, there's a gazillion worse things to see on YouTube these days. So just as we thought there would be more Khamen Khamen, there's two of them now. How is this? So now we gotta bring them both down. But as we've already discovered, as long as we don't let him hit us with the light of Nubia, that'll chew up so much of his energy that he won't have the ability to hit us with anything else. So now we'll just have to take these two guys down. Now we'll get a skill point if we can beat both of these guys in 3 turns. And I could use the Buster Rifle, but I mean, there's no point in doing it as a combo. And you can't hit Wing Zero anyway. I need to get Black Alley involved. Now, the only thing that stinks about the Black Alley is that I can't give Elshay a co-pilot. There's a co-pilot slot for them, but I can never figure out how to put somebody else in there. Alright, so Combattler is gonna get hit. But the Slay is not too far away, and Combattler can heal up. And it wasn't quite so bad that he took the damage. Alright, I'll have him defend this. Now, if we lose Bryger, it's not a mission over. It's 9% to hit. So Radiant will come in with a support attack. You still won't hit Zeta. I've got 6 shots with a Hyper Mega Rifle. I've got 7 with a bazooka. And again, it's whittled its light or its energy reserve down to the point where it can't fire off the Light of Nubia anymore. So now this just becomes an attrition battle of grinding it down. Alright, what can we do? Yeah, I mean, it's 3% to hit it with a machine gun. Alright, and by using Dan Cougar, start building up its willpower so it can unlock its more powerful abilities. And I'll Mazenkaiser. Yeah, I'll use Fire Blaster once. Have Voltez come over and help out on this one. And what can I do here with Rika and Topo? Still hit him with the hammer from here. And that's where I want to have Geta come in and just start blasting this one away. %, hit him with a machine gun. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't counter me from there. I think we've almost got this one whittled down. Yeah, 1,500. It's in the Ag Bay. Goes up 7 levels. Gets deflect. We can already use the Twin Lancer on this one. And I can broadside it with the Twin Buster Rifle. Okay, we're making good time being 40 minutes in. Now here's where I do not want to get cocky. But we took one down in a full turn. And that's what I was afraid of. Whoa, and 2 more showed up. He multiplied again. He must be using the remaining halves of energy to keep reviving. So we'll have to take both of them out at the same time. So we should destroy every Khamen in the same turn. I think I know what I can do here. That is where I want to have Hero set up, so then I can have Banjo back off and I can use the Twin Buster Rifle map attack and do a ton of damage. This one has no energy left. Death Scythe come over and help out on this one. In the meantime, we'll keep pounding away on this guy. Get him lower down just enough that when we're in a position to take out all 3 of them in the same turn, then that way everybody will be in range. Chodenji help out. Or Combattler, I should say. Can't hit those ones, but I can hit this one. Oof. Okay, Combat took a bit more of that than I wanted. That's what I want. Alright, Black Alley is strong enough that it can take quite a hit. Radiant will help out on this one. Okay. I can move Shin, get her up. Before I do that, make sure he doesn't get hit. Because, yeah, I'm at 127. Drop the hammer on this ship. And then I know I've got an alert on these guys. That's critical. Goes up another level. Support level 1. Can you hit him from there? No. So Radiant weight. I'll have Zeta wait. I'll sleigh back off. Okay. I'll just defend on this turn. That missed. Alright, now if this works the way I hope it does, I put Combattler on board for right now. Okay, the only problem is Getter is in the way, and so is Daitar. That missed. Alright, so let me make sure I've got the bearings right. Can't hit me with a machine gun. Now we got it. Bwom! They're down about halfway now. Great Messenger is going to help out on this attack. That'll likely have been a Thunder Break. And if anything, I can put Zeta back on board to recharge. Once all three of these are gone. Bring Raiding in, get some hits, help build its willpower up, because if I can unlock the God Bird and the God Voice, that'll be pretty critical as well. Use guard for right now, only because the machine gun tends to do a bit more damage to Great Master than it usually does. But then you would think that a battleship's machine gun is going to be a little bit more powerful than your standard issue fare. Okay, so this one is at 4,600. This one's at 6,500. So this one we got to cut down a bit more. The Bry-Sword Beam misses. You can't hit me from there. Alright, we may have to do this in one more turn. Because it's looking like... Dan Cougar can help carve this one up a little bit more. We're going to be really close to taking all three out at the same time. Okay. I think if I have everybody else wait, then I can bring Getter back on range to take this one out. Dietar can move over and to help take this one out. Maz and Kaiser will take this one out. And then we'll be in good shape. And he misses with a machine gun. Ooh, and he hit me with the Light of Nubia still. They've got just enough juice to fire those off one more time. Alright, I'll wait on that just a sec. Because I want... I want Ryoma to finish him off. $3,400 versus $3,900. Alright, well, Dan Kruger take a swipe at this one. $8,200 to hit. Dean will chip in. Yeah, 1,700, bring it down. You're gone. Goes up 5 levels. Gets soul and support level 1. Might as well crank it while I got it. How's this? J9, you can never destroy me. This fight is mine. Wahaha. Now what's the plan? So Koji goes up 2 levels. Looks like it's the end of that. Did we beat him? No sign of any more coming. So Jupiter's not getting destroyed. Judging by our mechs coming out unscathed, we've obstructed the project. No way to know whether or not Khamen Khamen's really dead. At least consider this matter wrapped up. Sure hope so. But this fight ain't done. Because Sanger has arrived on the board with the Thrudgelmir. Sanger summoned the Sword of Megas. The Ancestor's Thrudgelmir machine. Damn drill guy again? Target irregulars confirmed. Commencing attack. So, he is all the way down there, and we are at an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it here. And we will now have to deal with him. And I do not expect this to be an easy fight. It's beatable, but we're going to have to do a whole lot of prep work and get these guys ready to go. So, what I will do for the time being is I'm going to bring the Soleil up here. And I'm going to onboard everybody I know who needs to recharge. And heal up. Because I cannot expect the Threadgilmere can get up here in one turn. I know it can move, but I don't think it can move quite like that. So I still have Garrett with the satellite cannon out. It's charged. And we will end the turn here. So Sanger has moved, and now when we come back, we will deal with him. So, once we're through this mission, like I said, it's on to the end game. So this looks like it's the last bit we got to wrap up, but I do not anticipate it being easy by any stretch. However, you're just going to have to tune back in to see how it goes. So, appreciate y'all for checking this one out. If you've been enjoying the content, you know how to show it. Be sure to catch Sports Saturday and Suckerpunch Sunday coming up this weekend, where we play a classic sports and fighting or fighting platform-based game from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. Be sure to follow us on social media through Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. At Ronan's Retrocade, spread the word about us as we continue to make this channel bigger and better. My name is Ronan. It's been great to spend this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.